Besides being two of the biggest names in the sports world of their generations, Kylian Mbappé and The Rock are two businessmen who have known how to seize business opportunities to further multiply their already enormous fortunes. But have you ever stopped to think which of these celebrities has the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll watch a fierce battle between Kylian Mbappé and The Rock. One of the most impressive luxuries that both athletes possess are their incredible mansions, but who has the most expensive property? Kylian Mbappé, for example. There is currently speculation that the player has bought another property located in Neuilly-sur-Seine, a super exclusive neighborhood frequented by many other celebrities. On social media, Mbappé has already shared some photos of his home with the public. According to what has been shown, it is possible to see that the decor of the house is based on neutral tones and creams with classic wood finishes that appear to be very luxurious. It is believed that there is even a swimming pool in the property for the player to relax in. And according to media reports, the young striker has invested almost $10 million to acquire this property. The Rock's most expensive mansion, on the other hand, is a luxurious mansion situated on a 3.67-acre plot in Beverly Hills, California. Although there are few records of the interior of the property, you can see that Dwayne Johnson's estate can offer him a lot of privacy, leisure, and comfort. Looking almost like a resort, the mansion has a number of amenities such as a large green space, a cinema room with comfortable armchairs, a tennis court, a leisure area with a swimming pool, and even another heated swimming pool that is completely covered. And to acquire this Mediterranean-style mansion, the star had to shell out a real fortune. According to some sources, The Rock had to pay a whopping $27.8 million. In other words, The Rock easily wins this round. To travel safely and comfortably, both stars invest in private jets. But which one has the best aircraft at their disposal? Mbappé, for example, when he went to sign his contract with PSG, the player demanded to have a private jet to use whenever he wanted, something that, despite being denied, hasn't stopped him from hiring supermodern aircraft on his own. Among the aircraft used by the player, for example, is a Bombardier Challenger 350, one of the most used corporate jets in the world. The interior of the aircraft is very elegant and comfortable, ideal for the needs of the French star. And to enjoy all this luxury, you may have to shell out around $7,000 for just 1 hour's flight. The Rock, on the other hand, a Gulfstream G650, one of the fastest and most modern jets on the market. And although it's not known exactly how much the actor paid for this aircraft, some sources estimate that his jet is worth $65 million. Back in 2023, it was reported that The Rock bought a Bombardier Global 7500, the largest business jet currently on the market. It's a large aircraft, especially when it comes to private jets, measuring 110 feet in length, offering plenty of interior space for quiet and comfortable trips. The Global 7500 has 4 living spaces. The cabin's dining area can be converted into a meeting space, and the seats have concealable side tables. And to give you an idea of the price, Dwayne Johnson's new jet is worth $72 million. Since The Rock has his own private jet, he wins this round. When it comes to choosing a good car to drive, the two global celebrities don't hold back at all. But which one owns the most luxurious vehicles? Mbappé, for example, has been seen with a Volkswagen Tiguan, an SUV with a modern design, the price of the newest and most complete models of which can cost up to $40,000. Mbappé has also been clicked getting out of a Volkswagen Golf GTI, a car with a robust engine and precise handling, which has a spacious design to comfortably seat 5 passengers. And that must be why, in its most recent versions, this car costs up to $40,000. The player has also posted photos in a Volkswagen ID.4 Cross, a 100% electric vehicle with a futuristic design. The car is equipped with a battery that gives it a range of more than 310 miles and can cost up to $50,000. Of the same model, Mbappé has also been spotted a few times with a Volkswagen ID.5, an SUV with state-of-the-art features costing $57,000, as well as a Volkswagen ID.7, an electric sedan with a range of up to 385 miles, which can be purchased for more than $60,000. He has also posted a photo of himself getting out of an Audi that appeared to be the A6 Avant model, a vehicle with a station wagon design, the latest models of which cost around $60,000. Going up in price, he was seen in a Mercedes that appeared to be the GLE model, a luxury SUV capable of offering a lot of comfort and safety. And to give you an idea of the price of this car, there are newer models that cost around $80,000. Going up a little in price, the player has a Volkswagen Multivan, an ideal vehicle for when he wants to get around with more space and comfort, with an estimated price of around $85,000. Mbappé also has a Cadillac Escalade, a huge car capable of offering great comfort and safety for all its passengers. And to give you an idea of the price, depending on the model, it can cost around $90,000. Even more expensive, Mbappé has already been seen in a Volkswagen Touareg, another SUV from the German brand that is even more robust and spacious. It's no wonder that to own one of these, you may have to invest more than $110,000 in the latest models. Another super comfortable vehicle that the Frenchman owns is a Mercedes-Benz V-Class, a huge car capable of offering plenty of space and ergonomics for all its passengers. And to enjoy this car, you may need to invest up to $150,000. And although Kylian Mbappé doesn't have a license, several sources speculate that he owns a Ferrari SF90 Stradale, one of the fastest cars made by Ferrari. The vehicle is equipped with a Super V8 engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds, reaching a top speed of an unbelievable 211 miles per hour. And perhaps that's why a new one can fetch over $600,000. Meanwhile, The Rock has been seen with several cars, such as custom Ford F-1000 worth over $20,000, $35,000 Plymouth Prowler, 1971 Chevy Chevelle worth $55,000, Ford F-150 $75,000, $80,000 Jaguar F-Type, $89,000 Mercedes-Benz V-Class, Ford F-450 $95,000, $105,000 Cadillac Escalade, $110,000 Range Rover Sport, 1969 Chevrolet Camaro for $120,000, BMW i8 at $130,000, $140,000 Porsche Taycan, Porsche Panamera for $145,000, $150,000 Aston Martin Vantage, McLaren 650s for $180,000, $210,000 Aston Martin DB9, Bentley Continental GT for $220,000, Ferrari 458 from $250,000, Lamborghini Huracan from $300,000, Ferrari F12 Berlinetta from $310,000, Rolls-Royce Cullinan for $340,000, $350,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith, $450,000 Lamborghini Aventador, $500,000 Ford GT660. Already in his millions, he has been spotted with a McLaren P1, a super sports car capable of attracting a lot of attention wherever it goes, the price of the latest models of which can easily exceed $1.2 million. Even more expensive, Dwayne Johnson has already taken a photo with a Ferrari LaFerrari model, a stunning vehicle with a modern and futuristic design, capable of enchanting anyone who likes sports cars. And it's no wonder that to have this incredible vehicle in your garage, you may have to shell out a real fortune. It can be found for more than $1.4 million. The most expensive car The Rock has ever seen is a beautiful Pagani Huayra, a sports model coveted by many motoring enthusiasts. The sports car has a modern design with an impeccable finish, and if the actor really has this car, he may have shelled out more than $2.6 million. And because he spends larger amounts on his cars, Dwayne Johnson wins this round. Point for him. Being two extremely famous athletes, it's easy to imagine that money isn't a problem for them. But who spends the most money? Starting with Mbappé. To cater for him, for example, PSG have agreed to pay for a personal staff that includes a private driver, a bodyguard, and even a personal assistant who is always at his disposal. A pampering that will cost almost $35,000 every month. When it comes to dressing well, he doesn't seem to like to skimp either. Mbappé has already been seen wearing several expensive watches, such as Hublot Big Bang E FIFA World Cup Qatar for $6,000, Rolex Yachtmaster for $13,500, Hublot Big Bang Steel Diamonds for $15,600, Millennial Pink Hublet Big Bang for $20,900. Hublet Big Bang Unico Titanium Ceramic for $21,700. Hublet Big Bang Sang Blue Titanium White for $22,000. Hublet Big Bang Sang Blue 2 for $24,000. Hublet Spirit of Big Bang for $26,600. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Chronograph for $40,000. Hublet Spirit of Big Bang King Gold in 18K for $43,000. Hublet Big Bang Integrated King Gold for $47,000. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Blue Grande Tapisserie for $65,000. Hublet Big Bang Unico Sapphire for $69,000. Hublet Big Bang Unico Titanium Rainbow for $69,500. Hublet Big Bang Unico Red Sapphire for $88,000. And even a Hublet Rainbow watch for an unbelievable $94,000. Meanwhile, The Rock has also been seen with beautiful watches, such as $7,500 Tag Heuer Monaco, Breitling Super Ocean Heritage $8,000, IWC Big Pilot 7 Days for $13,000, IWC Portuguese Annual Calendar for $21,000, Rolex GMT Master 2 for $25,000, Rolex Yachtmaster for $28,000, Panerai Submersible Gold Tech for $30,000, IWC Big Pilot Perpetual Calendar Spitfire for $30,000, Audemars Piguet for $35,000, and even a $320,000 Audemars Piguet White Gold. When it comes to traveling to the most sought-after places in the world, the star loves to stay in luxurious properties, such as a modern tropical-style mansion in Kailua, Hawaii, which has 8,400 square feet of living space. Built in 2009, the wood-paneled residence is very cozy, with 5 bedrooms, several luxurious bathrooms and other areas that exude sophistication, such as living rooms that open onto the garden. And although it's not known how much The Rock paid to stay in this mansion, it certainly wasn't small money, as the place is currently valued at over $22.2 million. And because both spend a lot of money on their lifestyles, let's consider this round a tie. In this round, let's find out which of the two athletes stands out more in the business world, Kylian Mbappé or The Rock. Mbappé, for example, because he is considered to be one of the best players in the world and one of the most promising of the new generation of footballers, the youngster has become something of a celebrity, known all over the world. On social media, for example, he is one of the most followed footballers in the world. On Facebook alone, he has 17 million followers, but it's on Instagram that Mbappé really stands out, with more than 113 million people following him on a daily basis. A number so high that it makes him the most famous person in France, ahead of other great players from his country, such as Karim Benzema, Antoine Griezmann, Paul Pogba, and Zidane. And of course, because he's so famous, Mbappé is able to earn a lot of money by associating with and promoting various companies. Among the brands for which the striker has already advertised are Oakley, Christian Dior, PlayStation 5, Hugo Boss, among many others. Just as an ambassador for Swiss luxury watchmaker Hublet, for example, it is estimated that Mbappé earns around $1.5 million a year. As for being sponsored by the sports products company Nike, some sources say that his contract is around $5 million a year. It's estimated that all his sponsorships add up to between $15 and $20 million a year. Not bad, is it? In addition to the money he earns from advertising deals, the French star has already published a comic book for children called Je m'appelle Kylian and founded Zebra Valley, his sports content production company, which has a partnership with the NBA. The Rock, on the other hand, one of his ventures is his production company 7 Bucks Productions, which has already released several successful films starring him, such as Rampage, Jumanji, The Next Level, Hobbs and Shaw, Red Notice, among others. In the fitness industry, Dwayne launched Athletico in 2019, a mega event with lectures focused on athletics and well-being. He has also launched his own app called The Rock Clock, which has a motivational alarm clock and a goal plan for those looking to improve their physique. In the world of American soccer, it was announced in the media that The Rock and other partners had acquired the XFL Professional League for $15 million. Dwayne Johnson also has investments in the drinks business, being, for example, one of the partners in Zoa Energy, an energy drink made for those who need more energy. And the venture was so successful that he and his partners expanded the business, launching ZOA Plus Powder in 2023, an NSF-certified pre-workout brand for sports. Another of the star's recent ventures is Papatui, a men's skincare company. According to some sources, The Rock also joined the board of TKO Group Holdings Inc., the company that owns UFC and WWE, in early 2024. And it is speculated that he pocketed $30 million to join the board and attend WrestleMania. Another of the actor's biggest deals is his stake in the Teremana tequila brand, which since its launch has been a huge hit with the public and is now worth billions of dollars. And it's on social media that Johnson does a lot of publicizing of his companies. On YouTube, for example, he has more than 6.8 million subscribers, where he makes money by promoting his products. On Instagram, it's no different, because he's one of the most followed celebrities in the world, with around 395 million people and potential customers. And to give you an idea, because of his massive following, he contractually demands up to $4 million to promote his own films on social media. But he also takes advantage of his fame to advertise for other companies such as Apple, Voss, Under Armour, and many others. To give you an idea of values, it is estimated that in 2017 the actor's partnership with Ford alone earned him around $15 million a year. But it is estimated that his biggest advertising contract is with the Under Armour sports brand, with some sources estimating that the actor receives around $25 million a year. And because he has more diversified income sources, Dwayne Johnson wins this round. Point for him. Being two stars of the sports world, there's no doubt they've earned a lot of money. But which one has the greater fortune? Kylian Mbappé, for example. To give you an idea of his earnings, when he was around 17 years old and playing for Monaco, for example, it is estimated that he had a salary of around $1.1 million a year. Although this is an excellent salary for a player as young as him, it's a far cry from the amount he currently receives. Following his move to Paris Saint-Germain, Kylian Mbappe's salary has multiplied dozens of times over, to today reach a level that puts him on the list of the highest paid players in the world. According to some sources, the striker received a salary, plus performance bonuses, of almost $28 million per season. In 2022, he signed a contract extension with the club, which brings his salary up to $53 million a year before tax. And although that figure is impressive, all the indications are that Mbappé won't be staying at Paris Saint-Germain, preferring to reduce his earnings per season in order to have the chance to play for other big clubs. According to some rumors, the Frenchman is expected to sign a 5-year contract with Real Madrid, where he will earn between $16 and $21 million per season, a figure that, although lower than PSG's, could increase considerably thanks to bonuses. To give you an idea, it's believed that Mbappé will pocket a sum over $160 million for image rights, which will be paid in annual installments. In other words, his annual salary could be more than $53 million. And it looks like this huge income will only increase. That's because according to football experts, Kylian Mbappé is at the top of the ranking of the world's most valuable players, estimated to be worth around 180 million euros. When you consider Mbappe's other sources of income, his annual earnings are much higher. And although nobody knows exactly what his fortune is, some sources estimate that he has already accumulated a net worth of around $180 million. The Rock, on the other hand, at the beginning of his wrestling career he was wrestling for just $40. At his peak in the WWE, The Rock's salary reached millionaire figures, with sources estimating that he earned around $5 million a year. But it was as a Hollywood movie actor that Dwayne Johnson really made his money. To give you an idea of values, it's estimated that he received around $5.5 million for the Scorpion King, $9 million for the other guys, $10 million for Fast and Furious 6, $12.5 million for The Rundown, $14 million for Central Intelligence, $15 million for Furious 7, $20 million for Hobbs and Shaw, $20 million for Hercules, $22 million for Jungle Cruise, $22.5 million for Black Adam, $23.5 million for Jumanji: The Next Level, $23.5 million for Red Notice, $25 million for San Andreas, and an incredible $50 million for Red One, which is the highest salary paid to a single actor before box office bonuses. And it's no wonder that The Rock has been considered the highest paid actor in the world several times, his peak being in 2018 when it was estimated that he received around $124 million in a year, making him the highest paid actor of all time. And although no one knows exactly what his fortune is, many sources estimate that Dwayne Johnson has a net worth of around $800 million. But it's possible that this figure is much higher, since depending on the size of his stake in Teremana Tequila, it's speculated that he may already have reached billionaire status. In other words, The Rock wins this last round by a landslide. At the end of this fight, we have 1 point for Mbappé against 6 points for The Rock, making him the winner of this battle. But if you believe that there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.